Alright. Hey everyone, another video. Knocking quite a few of them out today. In this video, I actually wanted to show off some stuff that I've been showing earlier. Oh, I forgot about polished crystal. Um, and I know I'm kind of like doing a thing as I'm talking to you guys, and that is definitely not something I should be doing. I should have gotten this done beforehand, so that's on me for not thinking it through. But I wanted to do a comparative and try out these really quick. Um, I don't have for the next generation set. I'm working on that, and I promised to talk about a couple of these earlier, because we found out that some of my GBA games don't work, and I've got about 6 more coming in the mail, which won't work because my emulator does not read them properly because they're modified, and I got to figure out why that is. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show off my Game Boy collection, so to speak. Here's my original Game Boy. I'm going to have the volume up so it can be heard. That's turning it down. So it's very quiet. So yeah, this is my original Game Boy. No backlit screen. Very nice. Standard for the market. Pokemon Edition. I got it when I was a kid. I do plan on playing this game, and my current goal is for each version of the games, like this one, um, to play it and then use the Pokemon that's themed on it as the starter Pokemon. So this is green version, which was a Japanese exclusive and just got translated into the U.S. or into English. I'm gonna play it with Bulbasaur, and I kind of swap back and forth. I don't know if I'll swap back and forth simultaneously or record everything from all of them and just basically go like section by section, trying to figure out the best way to break it up. Um, but yeah, that's one thing I'm gonna be doing is doing that with this. And this is like I said, it's pretty much the standard for any young ones who've never had one of these. It's not backlit. Speaker's a tiny little thing, no LCDs, no LEDs. It's just a red bulb and it's a dot matrix screen. A button, B button, start, arrows. There's no running in this game. There's no fancy stuff like that. You can get a bicycle, but you have to get to, I think, the halfway point of the game to get a coupon for it for free. Otherwise, it's 9999999 repeating Poké Dollars to get one. Um, but yeah, so that's the original, pretty standard wireless communication for the few things that did it. Wire port, volume, battery panel, and as you saw me install earlier, runs on AA's. Burns through AA's. That's why I got rechargeables. Nice little kit. um, not much else to talk about with it. So when I play this one on stream, I'm going to be doing that as, or not necessarily on stream, but on recording as well. I'm going to be doing that one as, with Bulbasaur as my starter. Something else for you young ones to keep in mind that I've mentioned before. Experience share is really hard to find back in the day, and it didn't work like it does today where everybody gets a portion of the experience. So it's not you put your strongest in the front and then they get 90 experience points each. It was you put your strongest one up front, which gets 2/3 of the battle's experience, and then whoever has the experience share on, that's who actually set that up pretty well for myself. um, that's who got the remaining third. Um, so next up is this one. This is a custom order from Etsy. I got the Totodile case because Totodile is my favorite starter of all time. I was raised on yellow, but Totodile is my favorite starter. This case is glow in the dark and illuminated. So even with shading and things like that, it's still fully visible. You can actually kind of see it right there. It's lighting up. Little sensor on the top allows you to brighten it. Oh yeah. Speaker's a little louder because it's still built around this one. They're still basically the same thing. So it even has volume on the same side, trade port, LED, battery cover. But this one runs on a rechargeable, so the same wire I just plugged in to recharge my rechargeable batteries also plugs into here. Now this cable in particular is dodgy with this system, but I have other ones that work. Yeah, it's illuminated. When I do this one, obviously I will be doing it as, or with Squirtle. Sorry, that was really bright. And then right there, you can actually change the color on that through the settings. You have to hold down on the top. It's a little hard to see because it fades, but there it is. I can change all of the settings on it. Yeah, no, this one's really good. They do have options where you can get an HDMI port installed in the top or something like that. So you'd be able to plug in an HDMI cable and stream it like that. This case doesn't come with that. And yeah, that was disappointing to say the least. But I'm happy to have it. And like I said, it glows in the dark, so once it's done, when the lights are out, it actually, glows. Let me click that one in. And then I just picked up this one. It's called the Mod Retro Chromatic. This is the limited GameStop edition. And it is first edition, so I got it. I pre-ordered it and got it on the run. All the other versions that they have currently were sold out. Those ones were like one themed to Pikachu, one to Charmander, one to Bulbasaur, one to Charizard, Squirtle, one to Jigglypuff or Clefairy. I think it was Jigglypuff specifically, and then just kind of a more generic-ish one that's the company's colors. And then, like I said, this GameStop one. And it's a metal case, way louder. Because like I see it triggering, and it's down here. The other ones I had to bring up here. Brighter. Menu's a little more intuitive because you just hold the side or push the side, and it allows you to go through everything using A and B to change settings, and then the arrows to change through this. The system also updates automatically through an app on your computer, and it has a battery read meter on the bottom there, which is funny because those were yellow before. Now they're green, and it's just their standard batteries that come with it. Right now, the only way I know of to get these is to still go to GameStop and grab one, but I don't know if GameStop is sold out for sure because their website doesn't say. The rest of them are sold out. I don't have it available right now, but I also got a set of headphones with it that are also the GameStop special chromatic, or special colorization. Each game you buy that comes from Mod Retro comes with one of these little tassels, just like people would hang off their Game Boys back in the day. Although this one has it on two sides, this one only has it on the one, which means this one only has it on the one. And of course, like I said, since this is red version, this one gets to be Charmander. Yeah, they're all really good. I like them all for different things. This one's a great nostalgia trip. This one's been great on the road. This one's been great on the road, but this one is predisposed through a C to HDMI cable, which I have here, and will be testing later on today during a stream. I should, in theory, be able to put this into my capture card And now, bada bing, bada boom, I'm playing it on my capture card instead of on here, so I can just do this and talk with you guys instead of. So yeah, you know. Um, Once again, in theory. I've been debating it off and on, but I think what I'm going to do is I am going to play Pokemon's Yellow and Crystal on the stream. Yellow is already partially played through, so that one it'll just continue from where I left off. Um, and then I'm going to be to complete the Pokedexes and all that. Everything short of Mew, which I don't know an easy way to get, unfortunately. Could probably try to find one of the old Game Boy like Game Shark type things. See if that even still works. um, but using the 3 Game Boys, I'll transfer everything around as I need to complete the Pokedex. So one will get Flareon, one gets Jolteon, one gets Vaporeon. Um, trade. Everybody's got it. Things like that. And then I'm going to do the same for Gold, Silver, Crystal. The only one that might be a problem will be the Game Boy Advance. I do have one, but I don't have anything for, excuse me, for streaming, um, which I'm working on because I'm going to see if the company that made this on Etsy also does the HDMI ports on the Game Boy Advance or the Game Boy Advance SP. Um, those options are more limited as those two are not as popular for repurchase, but doesn't hurt to check, right? And that's only because, once again, especially because of my system here not willing to read safely any of the non-official cartridges now, and I don't know why, because it used to read them just fine. But I'll get it all figured out. But yeah, so that will end this video. Uh, Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys like this. If you want any more information, I can give it to you, and I will put the link for this company in the description of the video for their Etsy shop, because that's all I know they have right off the top of my head. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.